Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We got more Leicester City career for you, but what we're doing right now is we're just going to show you a little bit of what's happening in the world. We got some news. Southampton looking to be taken over by new owners, and I mean, I'm sure doesn't this used to happen to your team in the other FIFA, but I haven't really seen that in this FIFA, so I'm not sure what's really going on. But like, regarding Southampton, you can see here they are bottom of the league at the moment with only 9 points. So obviously something needs to change. But I just wanted to show you guys that, see what's happening. So maybe we could keep an eye on that as we go by. See how they improve when the transfer window comes around. See if they make any, like, you know, see if they make any big moves. Seeing as they should have some money coming in. But into the games in this episode, we have a match against Chelsea in the Premier League. This is the lineup we started going with. This is the lineup, well, not this, that's the lineup Chelsea went with. Pretty regular shit. Like, my lineup seems to be the same for most of the games we play now at times, because this team is just so beast. I enjoy playing with this team so much, and we're just like routing teams at the moment. But Arnautovic is played through on goal, one-on-one with the keeper, and it's a very good save by Begovic in this game. Still unbeaten coming into this match, by the way, trying to keep it as long as possible. And I'm wondering if we can actually go the whole season unbeaten. I'm kind of confident that we can do it. It's just a matter of getting it done. Like, we got to make sure we get all the results we need. Don't lose games we shouldn't, especially if we're going to lose. We need to make sure it's against a big team. But only 7 minutes is what it took in this game to get ahead in the league, and it's just terrible. It's terrible defending from Chelsea. Like, where's the marking? Like, I don't even... Forget the Boateng bit where he's just like stuck a leg out and it's hit the back, his shin, and bounced in. Forget all that. How do you get a corner and let someone have that much time to control the ball in the box and let it bounce around before swiveling and shooting from a corner? That's unbelievable. But we have the lead. Gibbons is forced into a decent save from Remy, who's trying to pull them back into the game. Mo Salah, the team Chelsea have come out with again, isn't the strongest. Could be stronger, but it's still a decent team. And Chelsea are able to actually pull themselves back into this game. It's Remy who forced the save out of Gibbons before. He should have forced another save out of Gibbons this time. But it's just poor goalkeeping from the keeper. And I'm not, like... I don't know what Gibbons, I still ain't like made my mind up of what I think about him, because he's definitely a prospect. He's got high potential. He's brilliant for his age already. But it's like he seems to do stuff like that. Like that, come on, that's just embarrassing goalkeeping. I'm not sure. Like, we had problems with Ben Hamer last season at sometimes. We've even had problems with Kasper Schmeichel in the first few seasons. But what I tend to do is kind of just give the keepers a rest. Like, I'm not sure if that's a part of the game, but it seems to work if you just rest the keeper for a little bit. Show them a little bit of competition. I don't know, maybe we'll take Gibbons off for a few games. Bring in Ben Hamer. Ben Hamer should do quite well because he's brilliant in this. But we're back in the league. In the lead is what I meant to say. We're back in the league from that chance right there. Arnautovic, it's again just poor defending. Like, we're 2-1 up in this game. You could say both of them goals were kind of fortunate. Like, we didn't really earn none of them, to be honest with you. Like, for the first goal, we just put in a corner and just had all kinds of space. In this goal, we put in a cross that wasn't even good at all, and it's been headed straight to Mahrez, who, it's a good finish in the end from the Algerian. And like, look how much space he's got right on the edge of the keeper's area. Like, it's kind of ridiculous that he's got that much space. But 84 minutes and Chelsea still haven't been able to manufacture anything. Heung-min Son through on goal. Son's shot is saved and it's fallen to Arnautovic to just lever it into the back of the net. He's kind of just taking no chances there. Son, Chelsea obviously pushing forward, trying to get themselves back into this game. But it's left some holes in the defence. And Heung-min Son on off the bench. Shot save. Begovic had a pretty good game in this match, to be honest. And Cruz kind of there, he didn't put his life on the line, you know. If that was John Terry, he would have thrown his face at that to make sure Arnautovic didn't get on the end of that right there. But he killed the game off, and we did leave Stamford Bridge with all 3 points. But again, you look at the Chelsea, they don't seem to be the same team that they were at the start of this career mode. Like, their players, the lineups they come out with, they're just not the same. Like, they've lost Matic, they've lost Willian, they've lost Hazard, they've lost Diego Costa. They are just not the same team, man. They're not winning, and they haven't replaced most of these players as well. That's the thing. Like, they've lost these players. I think they replaced Costa with Aubameyang, but he doesn't play half the time. As you can see, he didn't play in that game. But other than that, they haven't really replaced the players that they've lost. I believe they've lost Fabregas as well. I'm not 100% sure. They might have. But forgetting about Chelsea, we now have a game against Ajax in the Champions League. It is the final Champions League game of this, well, final Champions League group stage game of the season. And as you can see from the table right there, we've all but qualified. Unless Ajax completely come in here and just smash us. I think they need to win about, I missed the table to be honest. I think they need to win about 7-0 to get top of the table. So we've come out with a weakened squad, but it's full of players who have potential, like Vassell on the ball right there, cuts inside, left foot strike, and is saved by the keeper. But we've got a mix of fringe players like Florian Thauvin here and Heung-min Son in there, but we've got some youth in the squad as well in this Champions League game. But 70 minutes before we can actually create another chance. It's Troiano playing it out wide. It's to Philip Harborough down the line, goes to cross it in, and he's tripped inside the box. The referee doesn't even think about it with that horseshoe on his head, points to the penalty spot, and we have the chance to make it 1-0. So Ajax, I mean, I missed the table. Maybe they're qualified safely. I'm not too sure, but it's possible that if they lose this game, they could miss out on the next round of the Champions League. So we've played a weakened side, and they've really not taken advantage of it as it stands. 73 minutes in, and we are now 1-0 up in this game. Philip Harborough getting himself on the score sheet again, just forcing his name into your memories. Like, if you don't remember this guy's name in the future, boy, well, you're gonna know it in the future. If you don't remember it now, you're gonna know it in the future when he grows. Huge potential for this guy. 5-star weak foot, I believe. I think he's got 5-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. He's looking like he's gonna be a top player. He gets the ball again here, shifts it onto his left foot from just inside the box, and his shot is just wide of the post. So the game kind of came to life in the 70th minute, but still only 1-0, like, and Ajax, I guess they'd want at least a draw from this. 89 minutes now, Zivkovic getting a shot off the young striker, another player with a little bit of potential in him, but he can't find the back of the net with that one, and we did again walk out of there with 3 points. So we have qualified top of the group as was expected at the start of the game. We wasn't expecting to get smashed like we needed to, so we leave with 3 points. Ajax, I'm not sure what's happened with them, to be honest. I have to tell you, maybe in the next episode. But Philip Harborough getting himself man of the match as we go into the next game of the episode, which is against Norwich in the Premier League. I don't know where they are. Maybe I'll show you the table, but this is the lineup. Van Hove playing in centre-back, getting himself into the team. He's a player, again, another one. We just have so many players with just huge potential, man. So we'll try and get him some more game time. He has been finding his way into the starting lineup a little bit more, especially in cup games, getting himself in there. But he's a player I'm expecting quite a lot from, as well as players like Nunez. However, again, Norwich have taken the lead this time. But again, I'm looking at Gibbons, like, because if you watch the replay, you'll see as they pull it back, it did take a slight deflection, like it kind of, the smallest of deflections, just off of Shaw right there. But I still think the keeper should have saved it. Like, it's right next to his hand. He had more than enough time to react to that, but he's just completely missed the ball there. So I'm not too sure about Gibbons right now, man. We'll have a think about his position. He makes a good save there, but that's the thing about him. He makes some good saves, but then he messes up a little bit. And I think that's down to the acrobatic save style. Like, I've never really liked it with my keepers. I like them to have the traditional save style. But we'll have to see how it goes, man, because I ain't even too sure, to be honest. But John Ruddy right there, I'm assuming he has the traditional save style, and he's made a brilliant save to deny Heung-min Son. So now Mahrez comes down the right side, cuts in onto the left. He's got a player right in front of him, wide open. He decides to take it himself, and that right there is just a precise finish from the Algerian. He scored earlier. He scored again. Like, our front three. Should I say it? Should I talk about them again? Let's say it. This front three we have right here. They're just ruthless, man. They just keep scoring. They keep assisting. Look at that. Like, Ruddy didn't even stand a chance with that one right there. They had him sprawling all over the goal. Jovetic, as we come forward again into Heung-min Son, one-on-one with a keeper, and he was not messing about that time. Heung-min Son versus John Ruddy earlier resulted in John Ruddy making the save. Heung-min Son versus John Ruddy this time results in the back of the net just being absolutely just obliterated. Let's go with that. I think it came off the top of the crossbar, but you know what? You don't need to. I don't play around when it comes to finishing one-on-ones, man. Especially when I missed one previously in a game, because I don't like missing my one-on-ones. But look at this, like Norwich, like what is you playing at? Norwich, like I don't even understand how that happened. They had a free kick in their own box, all looked well, and somehow about 5 seconds later we're celebrating a goal. I don't even like look at it. Well, I've gone and closed down their player and they've completely. I don't know what they're doing, man. I just don't know what they're doing. But Jovetic, when he gets the ball in that position, you can forget about any hope of it not ending up in the back of the net, man. That ball is going into the back of the net, and you're going to have to pick it back up. Jovetic, the front three. It seems like every time one of them score, I'm going to have to start talking about the front three, especially because the front three have all scored in this episode again. That's 12 goals in the Premier League for Jovetic. Maybe he can top his goals in the Premier League for last season. I think he scored 26 in the Premier League last season. Can he get some more? Regardless, irrelevant to Jovetic scoring, it's Malumbu, I believe, who scored for Norwich this time. So 71 minutes in Norwich trying to get back into the game, and it's headers. Like, I just can't defend headers at the moment. I don't know what it is. It's not helping that their players are just being completely unmarked. Like, you got two players back post there that were unmarked. Redmond puts it back in, and Malumbu's wide open. We give the ball away here. Housen down the left hand side whips it in, and Nathan Redmond of all players, man like Redders, in the box again, wide open, just unmarked in the box. And it wasn't only Redders. If you watch this replay right here, yeah, we gave the ball away, we shouldn't have, but look, there's two men in the box completely unmarked. I don't know what Van Hoof and Shaw are both doing at the near post, marking no one. But hey, that's FIFA for you. Like, I don't mean to blame other people on the goals I can see, but that was not my fault. Other than losing the ball, of course. I'll take the L for that. We gave the ball away and we paid. But we're trying to get back into the league. Only 10 minutes left to do it. Torvan forces a very good save out of John Ruddy. Again, he's been tested kind of a lot in this game. Can we get ourselves back into the lead? Torvan finding Heung-Min's son. He's going to try and do it. Skips around his man and forces another good save out of John Ruddy. This guy just doesn't want to give up this point. Van Ginkel this time. Into Heung-Min's son. Into Grenier. One-on-one with the keeper. And Grenier smashes it past John Ruddy on his left foot. Grenier, he's liking the taste of some goals this season. Clement Grenier just doesn't seem to be like getting away. Like, look at his positioning. Like, on the penalty spot though, he didn't score at all the whole of last season, and now he's getting himself on the goals. Like, that's his second in the Premier League. He scored a couple in the Champions League. He likes it. Let's just say that. Mahrez now, 90 minutes in, trying to kill this game off as Norwich come forward for it. Finds Heung-Min's son, and he hits the post. Jamie Vardy there, trying to get back onto it. Grenier takes it down the line, trying to whip it in, gets it into the box, and Heung-Min's son is not going to miss another one. Unlucky there to hit the post. And like I said, man, I don't mess around with the finishing, especially when I've missed one previously. Like, I'm disappointed that I missed that one-on-one there, but we got a bit unlucky. We hit the post. Grenier picks it up down the left-hand side, takes it down the line, whips in a beautiful cross right across the face of the goal with his left foot. And Heung-Min's son is there, predatory instinct, diving in, putting it into the back of the net. And he's got his third Premier League goal. He's had a pretty good start to his Leicester City career since joining. He gets himself a Man of the Match award to boot. 1 assist, 2 goals. Pretty good performance from the Korean. But we have to take a little look, man. Vardy, well, we're not... Jamie, he's not really getting as many games as he used to, but it's a little bit disappointing that his performances have dropped, just because he's a little bit of a legend in this career mode, just based off of what he done in season 1 and 2, you know, just being an absolute beast. But all players' time comes to an end at some point. He is starting to decrease in stats, and it is what it is. But you know what? That's what the table's looking like.